What is going on, folks? For quite some time now, I have been playing my PlayStation on the big screen TV. And as you can hear, it's going in the background right now. But I've always felt like there has been something missing. Well, I think this is what it is. We're going to install this thing today on the PlayStation. And we're going to check out how it sounds in this environment. Now, I'm not talking about music here, okay? I'm talking about game environments. How does that sound? Anyhow, Polk sent me this one right here. This model number is Signa S2. It's basically a soundbar with a wireless subwoofer. Now, that's important right there because, guys, you want the subwoofer to be kind of behind you when you're playing the game because you want to feel that bass, right? So having it wireless is super important to me. That's why I asked them to send me this one, and it's here today. Let's unbox this thing. Test it out on, well, I'm playing Harry Potter right now. I know it's an old game, but I actually just purchased this one and I wanted to really try it out, and I'm so hooked right now. I'm very early on, but the storyline hooked. Anyhow, let's get to this. By the way, the box is kind of interesting, right? It's literally like, this is the shape that it came in. Let's look at this here. We got ourselves instruction booklet, power cord. I like these power cords, by the way. I have tons of these around because I have projectors and I don't know, even the PlayStation uses this kind of cord right here. There's two of them. I'm assuming that one goes to the subwoofer and then the other one goes to the soundbar. Check out some more accessory over here. You got yourself optical cables. Nice. I have no idea what this one is yet, so I'm gonna leave that there. There's a remote control. Battery is included. Now, see here. Oh, HDMI cable is included as well. Nice. Okay. All right, let's take out the subwoofer first. This is how big it is. Look at this. Beautiful, right? The sound bar. Okay, and that's it. And here's the sound bar. All right, so this is how big the sound bar is right here. Interesting stuff is on the back right here, is the way it's designed. It's not just a flat sound bar. It's got some crevice for your cord. HDMI is over here on this side. And there are some mounting points on here that you can actually mount on the wall if you choose to do so. On the top, here are some buttons that you can control if you don't have the remote handy. I'm gonna have to clear this area out. That looks beautiful with the IKEA furniture, by the way. Okay, so let's take a look at this really quickly, okay? Just notice that there are literally only two power cords here. That's all you really need with this thing. You plug it in, and then at the same time, you plug the HDMI in. That's it. There are no other cord, no strings attached to anything else. So I think so far, this is pretty good minimalist setup, in my opinion. I may have to hide the cord though, this power cord, but at least that's all I have to hide, right? All right, guys, so I finished setting my TV up to the speakers. Now here's the thing for you guys that are new at this. The HDMI ARC that the speaker does support, it's just that my TV does support ARC, but it's a little slow to switch over to that HDMI. So I opt to use optical cable instead, which comes with the speaker. So much easier. You just plug it in and basically it just knows, hey, got a speaker connected. I would prefer that route over the ARC route. So anyway, you guys want to listen to it now? Speaker is right over there and the mic is right here. So I'm going to point it that direction so you guys can hear it, okay? You ready? Do you guys hear the water that's going on in the background? Now, this game, Harry Potter, right now I don't even see the water, but what's going on is that there are some water dripping in the cave that I'm in. And you can hear it behind you. It's amazing. Gonna turn it back up again. I'm gonna see if I can turn on full blast, by the way. No one's home, so it's okay. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, and then I want to switch over to the TV sound so that you guys can hear that. Now, the thing that you're not really feeling, because you're not standing here with me, is that subwoofer right there. Really, the floor just shakes. Yeah, the floor just shakes right now. Let's turn it over to the TV. We're going to switch over to the sound bar now. Okay, literally, there's no contest there. It's not just louder, like I'm talking about 100% louder, but at the same time, you feel every single sound in the game. Yeah. And I'm not just talking about like feeling as in I'm feeling the subwoofer vibrating in my floor. Yeah. That's how amazing it is. Um, anyway, I'm just going to end this video by saying thank you, Polk, for sending me this soundbar, because now this is my first soundbar, by the way. I never really appreciated it until this particular test right here. And I hope it helps you guys at the same time. I really try to create that experience, but who knows? You got to really get it to really understand what you're missing. Definitely the wireless subwoofer helps quite a bit. I don't know if I would go with a soundbar that doesn't have a wireless subwoofer, to be honest with you. Anyhow, for what it's worth, thank you for watching. I hope that helps you guys right there. Have a good one. Bye-bye.